Hello friends. The topic I am going to take about is about a food recall case study in Australia towards to the development of food safety application for consumers. For the Australian food industry and in particular the premium food industry, changing consumer expectations and high quality and safety standards and the pervasiveness of mobile and social media have contributed to increase discussion on appropriate mechanisms for product traceability and for end consumer engagement. Many food businesses want to better understand how different consumers' characteristics influence the receipt and use of any information provided, and in turn, how this impacts the decisions that consumers make during individual purchases of food types and brands. For example, producing premium products like for niche markets, it becomes imperative to incorporate strategies that ensure brand differentiation through improved information transparency to gain and retain consumer confidence in their products. This case study conducted with an Australian premium food producer who experienced a food recall incident in 2014. Food recalls. According to food standards in Australia and New Zealand, a food recall it is an action taken to remove from distribution, sales, and consumption food which may pose a health and safety risk to consumers. Between 2004 to 2014, Australia experienced 600 food recall incidents. Specifically, in relation to premium food products, a number of recalls involved detection of contamination with E. coli. This contaminant causes a wide range of clinical symptoms like diarrhea, hemorrhagic colitis, and death. These incidents caused the consumers that they should not and they are advised not to eat these products and return them to the place of purchase for a full refund. Under Australian law, primary producers and processors are required to maintain traceability records to support the easy identification and location of food products should issue food products such as chemical contamination, presence of foreign matter arise that require product recall. Next, about consumers' technology adoption and user food safety. A significant amount of research has been conducted in areas related to consumer food behavior such as decision making, consumer adoption and use of technology, consumer food purchase behavior, and various other factors such as knowledge management strategies, mobile application technologies, traceability technologies, etc. As this research context is multidisciplinary in nature, they need to identify the gaps in relation to the consumer's responses and decisions about the information of various delivery mechanisms around post-purchase food safety. In previous researches, it has highlighted that the increasing number of premium food producers are now recognizing the need to optimize the communication with end consumers and to incorporate this to the knowledge management and business strategies. During food recall incidents, certain mechanisms do not guarantee a closed loop of communication with all the purchases of a recalled product. Consequently, consumers are faced with a considerable level of certainty about the food safety of the products in their possession, including whether the product have potential to harm them or being discarded unnecessarily, thereby contributing to food wastage. A review of recent literature in the use of information technology to improve consumer food safety identities evidence that labels, information sheets, barcodes, 2D barcodes, RFID tags have been researched in relation to nutritional information, but a number of gaps remain, including detail on preferences of consumers in the use of QR codes, NFC tags with mobile devices. For businesses, this consumer uncertainty presents even higher risks to consumer confidence in their products and or brands. As a result, many premium producers are trying to enhance their understanding and ability to respond to end consumers in food safety and quality. There's a recent research. Okay. Some other researchers have focused on united theory of user acceptance and use of technology model that considers the purpose of technology use and anxiety as a key factors influencing consumers adoption and use of technology. However, the incorporation of media richness theory into an investigation of consumers motives for their choice of implant channel, it was interesting and could be valuable to the context denied in this study. More importantly, because it's a multidisciplinary research, the technology adoption and use and the challenge for food safety, it highlights the facts that there are various gaps in our knowledge. Methods deployed for the conduct in Tasmanian social science humans research ethics approach utilized an interpretive research philosophy and deployed a mixed method design structured in three overlapping phases. In phase 1, it involved carrying out studies on business focused aspect of the study. Phase 2 involves development and evaluation of range of smartphone compatible designs like texture, visual, verbal and integrated. And phase 3 involved development and evaluation of a theoretical model for optimizing information delivery to consumers, which will be iteratively renewed based on the further interactions with food firms and consumers. Phase 1 also involved with the premium food products and consumers whose perceptives and preferences on food safety were initially obtained using a survey instrument based on best worst scaling experiments. These experiments it helps to identify the influence of food purchase decisions as well as post purchase safety behavior in order to provide insights into the contextual focus of the mobile application that is developed. Therefore, phase 1 encompassed an in-depth qualitative investigation into the film's perspective followed by a quantitative investigation into consumers' perspective, and it is finished by generating more in-depth insights into consumers' perception through another qualitative study. Results and discussion. The business that was the focus of the case study, it was an Australian food firms producing premium products within the dairy food group and was selected due to recently experienced food recall incident. Due to the sensitivity of this context, investigation and confidential agreement with the business for the details about the film it cannot be provided. It can be related that the recall was due to E. coli contamination. The analysis data it produced for 419 open codes, 116 axial codes, and 4 anal themes. The themes are RM focused reactions, film's understanding of consumer reactions, information dissemination actions, and the government related influences. Based on these themes, the results from this case study is structured in 4 sections. They are film focused reactions, government related influences, film's understanding of consumer reactions, and information dissemination. These are the preliminary outcomes that comes from the context of the case study. Like for example, in producer's perspective, there is a pre-existing brand reputation, control mechanisms, and supply chain partner response. There is a bridging the gap between producers and consumers, and there is a consumer perspective, which it depends on choice of information modality and information platform or references. Thank you, friends.